My dear students, welcome back. A very good morning to one and all. In the previous sessions, we have discussed about the syllabus, course objectives, course outcomes of database management systems. After that, we will see the what is the difference between data and database. After that, we will discuss about what is the database management system. What are the DBMS softwares are available in the market? What are the storage areas of databases? Finally, why we learn the DBMS. Okay, in today's session we will discuss about peoples who work with databases. Okay, peoples who work with databases. Before we will move to the concept, first of all introduce myself. My name is Gauru Bharat Kumar, working as assistant professor in the department of CSE. Now we will discuss about peoples who work with databases. The first very important people who work with databases is application programmer. Actually, user who implements specific application programs to access the stored data. Who user who implements specific application. Here application means either web application or Android application based on the database. So database లో చాలా టేబుల్స్ ఉండొచ్చు. డేటాబేస్ ఈజ్ ఏ కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ టేబుల్స్. ఓకే, ఆ పర్టికులర్ టేబుల్స్లో ఎలాంటి డేటా ఉంటుందో అప్లికేషన్ ప్రోగ్రామర్కి డెఫినెట్గా తెలియాలి. బికాస్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దట్ ఓన్లీ హీ విల్ డెవలప్ either web applications or Android applications. That's why the application programmer is working with the databases. Coming to the next, application user. Here users means normal people. Okay, so normal users kuda normal user. Suppose we will consider normal means definitely each and every man is daily in our daily lives. Definitely we are communicating with the databases. Next one, database administrator. So a particular database admin, definitely he will the authorized person to access the database and monitoring its usage and managing all the resources to support the use of the entire database system, because he is only the authorized person. సో ఎవరు అన్యాక్సెస్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఎవరైనా లేఖని డేటాని లీక్ చేస్తున్నారా, అవన్నీ కూడా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాల్సిన బాధ్యత డేటాబేస్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్ది. నెక్స్ట్, ఎండ్ యూజర్స్. సో హియర్ the main server side program developers are the working with the databases, because all the registration details or login details are stored in the servers. So the end user is also working with the databases. Sophisticated users, all the normal people are using in our daily lives, we are using the databases. That's why all the application users, all the application programmers, database administrators, server side developers, all are using the databases. What are the applications of DBMS? So here I will consider 8 applications related to banking sector, airlines, universities, telecommunication, finance, sales, manufacturing, HR management. In which sector what is the use of DBMS? Here I will mention in the banking sector for storage of customer information, account activities, payments, deposits, loans, etc. information are stored in the database. That's why that is one of the use of DBMS. In the airlines, for reservations and information of the schedule, departure schedule, who are traveling in the airlines, those information are stored in the databases. Coming to the universities, in the universities, under the university lot of colleges are there. Each and every student information, course registrations, colleges, student grades, faculty information, those of the information are stored in the database. Coming to the telecommunication, it helps to keep call records, monthly bills for the postpaid and prepaid plans. For the prepaid plans, what is the validity, those things are stored in the database. In the finance, finance for storing information about the stock, sales and purchases of financial instruments like stocks and bonds. In the sales sector, used for storing customer product and sales information, because suppose we will consider any shopping malls like DMart, బెస్ట్ ప్రైస్ లైక్ దట్, ఇలాంటి సేల్స్ ఎక్కువగా జరుగుతున్నవి అంతా కూడా డేటాబేస్లో స్టోర్ అయి ఉంటుంది. రిలేటెడ్ టు మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ యూజ్డ్ ఫర్ ద మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఫర్ సప్లై చైన్. ఓకే, ఏవైతే ఎక్కువ ఐటమ్స్ పర్చేజ్ చేస్తున్నారో కస్టమర్స్ అనేవాళ్ళు, బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దట్ హీ విల్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ దోస్ ఐటమ్స్ ఓన్లీ. కమింగ్ టు ద హెచ్ఆర్ మేనేజ్మెంట్, ఇన్ దట్ information about the employees, employee salaries, deductions, generation of paychecks, those of the information are available in the database management systems. So these are the applications of DBMS. Next, here I will consider two tables of data. One table is related to student, another one is related to staff. So here I will consider the college database. In this database I will consider two tables. One table is student table and another table is staff table. Here I will explain some of the queries. Here the query is display all the student names. Here we want the student names. First we will observe the student table. Here we want the student names who are available in the student table. So here we want the student names. That's why I am selecting the name. ఓకే, సో నాకు ఇక్కడ పర్టికులర్ నేమ్స్ మాత్రమే కావాలి కాబట్టి ఆ నేమ్స్ అనేది నేమ్ అనే ఫీల్డ్తో ఇండికేట్ అయ్యింది. దట్స్ వై హియర్ ఐఎమ్ సెలెక్టింగ్ ద నేమ్. సో నౌ వీ విల్ అబ్జర్వ్ ద ఆన్సర్. సో ద ఆన్సర్ ఫర్ దట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఈస్ సెలెక్ట్ నేమ్. సో ఎవరి నేమ్స్ కావాలి నాన్న? ఇక్కడ స్టూడెంట్ టేబుల్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళ నేమ్స్ కావాలి. దట్స్ వై హియర్ ఐ విల్ రైట్ ద క్వైరీ సెలెక్ట్ నేమ్ ఫ్రమ్ స్టూడెంట్. సో హియర్ what are the student names available here? Ram, Sita, Lashmi, Lashman. That is the output of this particular query. Okay, so Ram, Sita, Lashmi, Lashman. Now we will see another query. Display all the student names of age 19. So here we want the student name. That's why here I will write the query select name. సో ఏ టేబుల్ నుంచి కావాలి నాను? స్టూడెంట్ టేబుల్. దట్స్ వై సెలెక్ట్ నేమ్ ఫ్రమ్ స్టూడెంట్ వేర్ ద కండిషన్ ఈజ్ ఏజ్ 19 ఏజ్ ఎవరైతే ఉందో వాళ్ళు మాత్రమే డిస్ప్లే అవ్వాలి. సో ద ఆన్సర్ ఈజ్ సెలెక్ట్ నేమ్ ఫ్రమ్ స్టూడెంట్ వేర్ కండిషన్ ఇక్కడ వేర్ ఏజ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 19. ద అవుట్పుట్ ఆఫ్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ద టేబుల్. సో రామ్ అనే స్టూడెంట్కి ఏజ్ 19 కాబట్టి దట్ ఈస్ ద అవుట్పుట్. Now another query is, here I want all the details of female students. Here the condition is ఎవరైతే ఫిమేల్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ డిస్ప్లే అయితే చాలు నాన్న. సో డిస్ప్లే ఆల్ ద డీటెయిల్స్ ఆఫ్ అంటే ఆ పర్టికులర్ స్టూడెంట్ యొక్క అన్ని డీటెయిల్స్ కూడా డిస్ప్లే అవ్వాలి. తన రోల్ నెంబర్ ఏంటి, తన నేమ్ ఏంటి, తన జెండర్ ఏంటి, తన ఏజ్ ఏంటి అనేది మొత్తం కూడా డిస్ప్లే అవ్వాలి. ఏ స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఇక్కడ కండిషన్ వచ్చేసరికి ఓన్లీ ఫిమేల్ స్టూడెంట్స్ నాన్న. దట్స్ వై సెలెక్ట్ అంతా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ డిస్ప్లే అవ్వాలి కాబట్టి హియర్ ఐ విల్ కన్సిడర్ స్టార్ ఫ్రమ్ స్టూడెంట్. సెలెక్ట్ స్టార్ ఫ్రమ్ స్టూడెంట్ వేర్ సెక్స్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఫిమేల్. అన్ని డీటెయిల్స్ కూడా డిస్ప్లే అవ్వాలి. దట్స్ వై ద ఆన్సర్ ఈజ్ రిజిస్టర్ నెంబర్, నేమ్, సెక్స్, ఏజ్. సో 2 females are available in that particular table. That's why the output is like this. So now please try to solve these 3. So the first query is, these 3 queries are related to faculty table. Display all the faculty names. Display the faculty names of whose designation is professor. The third question is display all the details of PhD staff. So based on the previous staff table, please try to solve these 3 queries. Now we will discuss about the brief history of database management system. Actually in the 1960s the DBMS first came. Okay, first we will discuss about the structure. Okay, so in the 1960s the term database is coined. In the 1970s, that means in between 1960 and in 1970 the relational database first appeared. In between 1970 and 1980, sorry for the inconvenience, in between 1970 and 1918 desktop computing takes hold. So, in between 1980 and 1990, object oriented programming gains popularity. In between 1990 and 2000, non relational databases re emerge. Please observe the below diagram. In that, I will clearly mention the examples of those databases. So, in the 1970s, entity relationship model came, so that is the meaning of relational databases. So example of relational databases are DBMS and SQL DBMS. Coming to the desktop databases, okay, in 1980s the desktop computing takes hold, that is the example of DBase. Coming to the 1990s, object oriented databases came, so those are the object relational mappings. In the 2000, non-relational databases re-emerge. For that point of view, the examples are NoSQL, NewSQL, XML or JSON. What happened before 1960s? Now we will discuss about before 1960s. Okay, so a brief history of database management systems. Actually, a database management systems allows a person to organize, store and retrieve data from a computer. Here our aim of DBMS is to organize, store and retrieve data from a computer. Okay, in that time వాళ్ళ ఏం ఏంటంటున్నాను, కంప్యూటర్ నుంచి పర్టికులర్ డేటాని ఆర్గనైజ్ చేయటం, స్టోర్ చేయటం, రిట్రీవ్ చేయటం. ఎప్పుడు ఇన్ ద ఇయర్ ఆఫ్ 1890 లైక్ దట్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ వే ఆఫ్ కమ్యూనికేటింగ్ విత్ ఏ కంప్యూటర్స్ స్టోర్డ్ మెమరీ. సో వాళ్ళంతా కూడా కంప్యూటర్లో ఏదైతే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ స్టోర్ అయ్యిందో ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ని ఆర్గనైజ్ చేయడానికి, స్టోర్ చేయడానికి, రిట్రీవ్ చేయడానికి యూస్ చేసుకునేవాళ్ళు. ఇన్ ద వెరీ ఎర్లీ ఇయర్స్ ఆఫ్ కంప్యూటర్స్, punch cards were used for input, output and data storage. For that point of view, they are using the punch cards. After that, punch cards offered a fast way to enter data and to retrieve it. Herman Helloeth is given credit for adopting the punch cards used for weaving looms to act as the memory for a mechanical tabulating machine in the year of 1890. Much later, databases came along. Okay, in the year of 1890 they are using the punch cards for input, output, data storage. After that, we will move to the 1950s. Databases have played a very important part in the recent evolution of computers. The first computer programs were developed in the year of 1950s early and focused almost completely on coding languages and algorithms. At that time, computers were basically giant calculators and data was considered the leftovers of processing information. Computers were just starting to become commercially available, and when business people started using them for real world purposes, this leftover data suddenly became important. In the year of 1950s, the first computers are came. In that time, all the scientists are focused on the only the languages and algorithms. At the time of రియల్ వరల్డ్ పర్పసెస్, ఎప్పుడైతే రియల్ టైంలో అడుగుపెట్టారో ఆ టైంలో వాళ్ళకి డేటాబేస్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ అనేది అవసరమైంది. సో ఇన్ ద ఇయర్ ఆఫ్ 1960s ద ఫస్ట్ డేటాబేస్ వాజ్ కాయిన్డ్. Enter the database management system. A database as a collection of information can be organized. So a database management system can access and pull specific information. In 1960, Charles designed the integrated database management system, the first DBMS. Already in the diagram lo chusam kada nana. So that is the first. In the year of 1960s, the database was first coined. So here the integrated IBM actually here the first database is coined by IBM not wanting to be left out created a database system for their own known as IMS. In the year of 1960s, IBM developed the IMS, Information Management System. Both database systems are described as the forerunners of navigational databases. By the mid of 1960s, as computers developed speed and flexibility and started becoming popular, many kinds of general use database systems became available. As a result, customers demanded a standard be developed in turn, leading to forming the database task group. This group took responsibility for the design and standardization of language called common business oriented language. So in the mid of 1960, the COBOL language also developed. So another, in the year of 1970, once again the IBM, the author is Joe Slab, proposed relational models. Here in the year of 1970, two major projects start, and both were operational related projects. One is INGRES, another one is System, or INGRES is developed by California University and System are developed by IBM. So later the IBM evolved into IBM DB2. So in the year of 1976, another scientist defined the entity relationship model. In the year of 1980, maturation of the relational database technology, more relational based DBMS were developed, and SQL standard adapted by ISO and ANSI. This is the information about the history of DBMS. So already these diagrams are discussed as earlier. So this is the information about why to learn the DBMS, who are the, so this is the information about peoples who work with databases, applications of DBMS. So next, some college database. In the college database, here we are using, here I am included here student table and staff table. Here we are discussed about some queries. So this is the information about today's session. So thank you very much for your patience. Thank you very much for listening.